Really wanna watch The Walking Dead? Really wanna watch The Walking Dead? Disney Plus. No spoilers, no spoilers, no spoilers, no spoilers, no spoilers. Oh, we're up to the last, second to last. Oh, shoot. Oh, for God's sakes, I hate that. I hate when you're like in a situation where you can only watch one and there's two left. Okay. Before we get going, please bear with me, guys. I'm very tired. And also, bear with my little curly flicks. I had the cap to prevent it. The cap was there, but these boys have a mind of their own now. So where do we finish?
Bananas.
Carolyn Torres.
Record, knowing what I know about this infection, you cannot say for certain it isn't.
Finally, we get these guys.
Do I believe that's what happened?
You know what? I'm going to tell you guys, okay? I'm going to tell you what the spoiler was. For the person who's listening, I don't want to put out a hit on you. I just hope people can understand. My moderators do a fantastic job. And for the most part, I see no spoilers. I see very few. The only times that I see spoilers are when a comment slips into my notification board of YouTube Studio, which I can't avoid. I sometimes see it. Like, I read fast as well, so my brain will read it and I'll go, oh, for God's sake, why have I read that? The comment was, I was like, I can't believe anyone could think badly of these characters. Like, they're some of my favourite characters in the show, and referring to, I think they were referring to this ginger guy and his colleagues. And my brain was like, just why? Because I had all this speculation about them. To be fair though, let's be real, before I saw that comment, I did say, potentially seems very soft in here. Like, he seems like he's got a hard shell on, but inside he's very soft and gooey. That's what I described him as. But I didn't know, but now it's unfortunate because I feel like I know. So this whole plot line feels a little bit cheap now. Oh well. You guys know now that's what I heard. And I beg of people, please, do not spoil. Anyway, so enough of that nonsense. Let's get into it.
No. But it's enjoyable
I've forgotten all their names.
An undead ankylosaur going after a diplodocus.
He definitely seems quite odd.
Bleach. Got yourself some volts, sister. Homemade battery.
I really like her though.
For reals.
I always forget her name though.
Much obliged. Speaking of video games, what kind of gamer were you? RPGs, shmup, sim racing?
Okay, so I read that guy wrong. I thought he was just going to be I thought he was being super smart, like really into science and mathematics and stuff, but no, he's a geek. Okay, I like it.
No offense, but I'm not leaving Eugene's life in your hands.
You came with us because you wanted help.
Because Eugene believes... Oh, I know what it's going to be. I think I said this in the first episode I saw them as well. It sounds to me like he's a bit of a conspiracy nut. I was referring to him, but maybe it's his friend. He's a conspiracy nut and he's fooled the heck out of this fella. I don't know, like, I find it hard to believe that there's some kind of cure or someone has some kind of understanding that other people don't. And why he wouldn't tell them as well. Like, it's just, to me it sounds like it's, I don't know. Like, maybe he genuinely believes in himself that that's something that he knows. Maybe the apocalypse affected him mentally in a bad way. Maybe he is experiencing something similar to Rick. Hallucinations, auditory. Maybe he is... Yeah, but he, like I said, almost comes across as like brute. At first you're like, oh gosh, but then inside you, oh, he's a bit soft and, like I said, like Drax. That's how I described him, like Drax.
You need to get some sleep. I haven't seen you do it yet.
Sleep, yeah. How could she after all that, man? Philip, mug.
Girl in love with the guy she's trying to help get to his girl.
Is that... No. I hope it doesn't create tension between them.
Staring at her ass and not mad. It just means my theory's shot. Something you did or something you didn't do.
Something she did. That's the crazy thing. Actually, I paused it 3 billion times already, to which I do not apologise. The other crazy thing that I didn't even think about. When she reconvenes with our group, what are they all going to think? Because... it may not be as simple as Glenn accepting her now because of the way she's helped him. It might not be that simple. Do I think it'll cause conflict? Yes. That I did not even think of. And I feel bad for her, man, because she was manipulated by Philip. Completely and utterly. Does it excuse what she did? No, but I think as soon as she realised the gravity of what Philip was sort of roping her into, I think she knew. Like, you saw it in her face. Like what am I doing?
I'm an even Steven type gentleman.
That guy talks a lot, eh?
You help me find the supplies, we'll share the battery and whatever juice we scare up. Minimal as it may be.
I think I'm gonna like him as well. I wish that person didn't tell me that these people are genuine, but I think I would have worked it out come the next few episodes. You know, I think it would have clicked in my brain. What? Yes! So this... Okay, so they're definitely on the same track then. They're on the same bloody track. Wait, bro, Glenn, what the... Bro, Glenn just gassed it. Come on. Oh, I don't know what to show more often. Look at it. These are the people that Daryl's with. I thought that maybe they took Beth, but it doesn't look like it. I still hold my opinion though, by the way. If someone's left a walker cut in half that's crawling all over the place, those are not very effective.
It's like that Robin Hood cat cut out on us after all. I think we got about a day's worth of water left.
Yes, finally we get Rick as well.
Cooled off a little bit, but... What are you doing?
Michonne could not have been a better
Might go
person
on a
for Glenn
while.
to end up with.
Maybe we can
Not Glenn.
speed
Carl.
this up.
We should probably call.
I win.
I love how Rick's just like... I like how he can let Glenn... I love it, man. I love it so much that it's got to the point where Rick had his moments of being stressed and trying to protect Carl and maybe not trusting in the people around him to look after his son. Maybe he felt like this weight on his shoulders, you know, like he had to be there as the one and only protector. And now, like before, it didn't even, like when he was Farmer Rick, was he even really taking a break? I'm sure his mind was still all over it, you know, so... This, for me, feels like the first time. Governor's gone, we've got a new mission, the three of them are together, Carl is smiling left, right and centre, Rick is bloody smiling like... That shit just makes me happy, man. That makes me a little bit sad, actually. Only because, like, I'm happy in the moment, but I just know that this is probably the happiest we will be, which sucks. Like, something at some point is going to come and kick us in the gut. I know what this world does, but it's like... I want to be able to sit in this moment. I could sit here now going through however much trauma of The Walking Dead and watch a whole episode on them just having their normal interactions, appreciating what they've got in the moment, you know, like I could...
Come on, we always share.
See? And then Rick smiling as well, like... It's giving me like... I don't know how to describe it. But then we get this. Gosh. Shoot, man, you talk about mixed emotions. Idiot.
You see the rules of the hunt? Don't mean jack out here. Now,
Bro,
that
you
rabbit
telling
holding,
Daryl how to
it's
hunt?
claim, boy. So as you, I'd hand it over.
And I don't like this guy. I don't
Now,
like him. What an idiot.
Easy, fellas, easy. Let's just put our weapons down and see if we can't figure out what's really the problem here, huh?
And this guy seems like wise, but also wise in a bad way. I don't know what it is.
hell yeah.
But I don't want to judge too soon. You know that saying, judge a book by its cover? This guy has got his pages torn out and ripped all over his face. I know exactly what this character is like. Ass. This guy over here is a bit more complicated. I see him as wise and like, I see him as good with people, but could that be a bad thing?
Now, it wouldn't be fair to punish you for violating a rule you never even knew existed. Easy there, partner.
Cut it in half. I don't want to preach to you guys, but that stuff still makes me sick. But see, that's how they should be thinking. Like, what's with this, I claim?
Claims. That's all you gotta say.
Why are there no women here? That's what one thing that I want to say is, one of the first things I know is, why are there no women? Maybe by coincidence they've all just ended up with men. And it's all just a bunch of lads. Why are there no women? Makes me uncomfortable. And claim. I'm gonna claim this black eye. I'm kidding, guys, I'm not violent. But Glenn's on a mission. Look at him.
We're stopping here. None of us have slept more than a couple hours straight since we went off Casey Jones.
I agree with him, to be fair. Like, they
Place
really
looks safe.
need to rest. They really do.
Hey, watch out! Go! Go!
Are you okay?
I'm fine.
Oh, that's right, she buggered her ankle.
We gotta stay here. Who's gonna help me carry her up?
Stop, you want to keep going?
No, keep going. I'm good.
Come on, Glenn. See that she doesn't want to keep going.
She can
man.
keep
Come
going, we
on.
can all keep going.
You're an ass. She will do whatever you say because she thinks she owes you.
He's not an ass, he's just... Oh, of course, man, of course he's desperate. Glenn can't see what's right in front of him right now, and that is she needs to rest. But he's not an ass, he's just... Yeah.
We go until sundown. I give Eugene my riot gear. Right here, right now, everybody wins.
Oh, his riot gear.
Mama.
Oh my days.
She says she can walk, she can walk.
But why is he so desperate to believe that Eugene
Makes
is...
up a deal.
Such a bizarre plot. Like, it's like, is he just
Was
a bit
playing, Daryl.
silly, or is he like...
How so?
See, it's the smiling and... It's that I don't like. Like, the happiness when killing walkers. I will bring this up because the episode we've just had is about the extremes of believing there are people still in there. Now, we cannot live with that, right? We just can't. There are probably ways around figuring out how we can help people like that, but yeah, it's tough. I think there's a middle ground, right? Just because you're like that doesn't mean you should jump to the other end of the scale, which I believe is like this, and that is being overly happy about murdering them and being overly excited about fighting walkers and just the fact that you're smiling. Like, I don't understand it. I don't know. I'm trying to understand why they tick. I don't want to judge them too soon, but it's like, it just doesn't feel okay.
You steal, you kill.
Come on, Daryl, this isn't your group, man. This isn't your family. And I know he's alone, and I do believe he will probably pick the group, sadly. But it's like, you can just see how bad it can go.
We're gaining on him.
Maggie, Bob, and Sasha, this is where they reconvened. No, did they really go through there?
If Maggie went through, I'm going through.
But did they go through, though?
That there is a long, dark tunnel
Yeah,
full
why
of
would they... Sorry, recording stopped. Oh, that reminds me. Someone left a comment, and it made me laugh. Can't find it. They said, the first time it was funny, but 5 times in... It just is. Are you just incompetent? Like they're saying about incompetence because the camera kept dying. I don't know if you guys remember. Like it's just done it now, but obviously it's not done it at a bad point. But the camera dies, so my camera it's got a timer on it, and I don't watch the bloody timer. Like I'll see it when I look up, but if I'm engrossed in a scene, I will lose track of it, right? And they were like really pressed by it. They were properly pressed by the fact that I had let my camera die again, and that I was incompetent. And my like initial response was, damn, like this show must be so good if people think I'm incompetent. If I'm that incompetent to not reset my camera timer, this show must be friggin' amazing. Right on.
My recommendation would be take the day, make the detour,
wow.
and play it safe. But I know you're not going to do that.
So it's about Eugene.
This is where we got to part ways.
Okay.
You're
And
on
can
your own.
Glenn protect Tara? Is her name Tara? Tara? Can he seriously protect her?
No. Those are yours. You guys will need them for your trip.
Oh, he's giving them food. I want to... What's his name again? Bro, did they have a can opener?
Thank you.
And a torch as well. What a legend, man.
Sorry, I
Oh.
hit you in the face.
I'm not. I like to fight.
He's going to want to go with them. You watch. You watch him turn around and say, we're going with them.
I have to say, you were seriously hot, Tara.
Yeah, I like girls.
Tara.
I'm well aware of that.
Oh. I hope they do see these people again because, like I said, first impression I felt like I misjudged them, then I got the comment, and this episode's almost kind of solidifying for me.
Hey.
Or they will double back and go after
I
them.
know what you're going through.
And I found my girlfriend, she was dead. My niece.
Damn, have I just like completely let that fly over my head?
Still, it wasn't as bad as seeing what he did to Maggie's father.
Yeah. And that must be horrible. Imagine what Maggie thinks. Will Maggie be forgiving?
Brian said we might have to kill people.
Oh, she...
I was the first to jump in.
I feel so bad for her, man, because she's been manipulated from
Just
the
hanging out
get-go.
all night.
Claims.
Are you having a laugh? Selfish idiots. That's just what it feels like, eh? He does not belong here. I was gonna say, is it just me that finds it hard to believe that Maggie would go through this? No. Maggie would go through this for Glenn. Jesus Christ. Where's Michonne when you need her? Or has it collapsed? What? All I can say is thank bloody goodness it's not like other shows where a scratch is enough, you know, because you can get kind of close to their arms, no problem. Oh, Jesus. Surely they came across this, double-backed, it all collapsed down on the walkers and they ran the other way. Surely they went up and over. And she can't just jump down either. No.
We have to find another way.
Just go up and over, for God's sakes.
Who has successfully negotiated the travails and vagaries of journeys both real and virtual.
She's like, the fact that Glenn's gonna try and push through this is ridiculous. Double back. Like, obviously he's not thinking logically though, and he's not putting her safety into account, which is stressing me out. Like, you gotta figure out how to get her through this place safely with a buggered ankle. And this is something that I feel like. Oh.
What is it? What is it?
No way. Don't. Oh, for God's sakes.
You're not rolling up the windows. It smells like a damn carcass in here.
Stop the van.
How about you apologize for the slander and we call it square? If Glenn and Tara were still alive and there were no significant delays and they continued traveling at approximately 3 miles per hour, they might be somewhere around here.
Those two are not the priority.
Go and help them.
The only priority is getting you to Washington.
Not leaving them behind.
Yeah.
Son of a bitch!
I'm starting to really like these guys. That quote there itself, like, even after I save the world, I'm still gonna have to live with myself. A genuine person at heart can say that. I'm still mad that that person spoiled it, but this is still amazing. This is still fantastic.
What's your problem? Hey!
What?
Give it here.
You step back.
My half was in the bag.
Did you take his rabbit, Daryl? Tell me the truth.
I don't take nothing.
Someone put it.
Come on.
You put that there, didn't you?
Because he wants to see him beaten up,
You
man.
stole.
Daryl says he didn't take your half of the rabbit.
He didn't
We got
take
a little
it.
conundrum here. Well, you didn't plan it on him like some pussy, punk-ass, cheating, coward cop.
Bloody well
Specifically
done.
breaking the rules.
I didn't.
Good. Well,
How good can he read people? There you go.
teach him a lesson, gents. I saw him do it.
Oh, wow.
Why'd you try to stop me?
Saw it. Still don't like this group. Maybe it was just that guy, but I still...
Like to get the head, too.
Something still doesn't feel right. Something still doesn't feel right. They're just beating on him. Like, do you have no remorse? They're all like animals, man. Just beating the hell out of him.
They're coming.
I'm not leaving. I'm not leaving. Get out of here! Go!
He's not going to. There's no freaking way.
No.
Come on, man. I don't like that we're all splintering off into different groups, guys. It's frustrating. Come on! Oh! Maggie made it with... Oh my days. I'm bloody like, I'm sweating. Like, what the hell? Maggie found these other three, and they all showed up, and... Oh, and Glenn deciding to stay. This episode is just pure happiness. Almost. I was gonna say she made it to Terminus, but no, so... She just met up with them, so now they go there together.
We didn't get to officially meet.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, here we go.
Tara, this is Maggie. Maggie, Tara.
Oh, she must feel so horrible.
He's a big fan of yours.
Oh my god, I can feel the, like, guilt.
She heard what I was doing. She said she had to help me. She's just that kind of person.
Oh, I've got goosebumps. But that I feel so sorry for her because imagine the guilt you must feel in that situation.
There's absolutely no reason why the 8 of us don't stuff ourselves in that van and head up to Washington.
Instead of Terminus, but then what about...
No, he's wrong. We're 55% of the way from Houston to Washington. We're a day's walk from Terminus. Who knows what they've got there?
He's gonna go to
Look, it couldn't hurt to check. Load up on
Yes!
supplies, maybe even.
We're gonna get such a good reunion. Oh my
Both
gosh.
counts.
Are we gonna get a happy final
Tells me
episode?
I'm wrong. Listen. Tomorrow we go to the end of the line.
Tomorrow we go to Terminus, then some of us go to Washington. There is gonna be a big separation, isn't there? Like, we're gonna get to Terminus and then it's... Yes, finally as well, Polaroid isn't a bad thing.
Wait, what are you doing?
You don't need a picture of me.
No, please don't burn it.
You never will again.
Oh, for God's sakes. Keep the goddamn photo. I didn't like Polaroids 2 seconds ago, but now I do. Oh, shoot, man. That's just turned my gut in a bad way, and I can't tell you why. Wait, did they kill him? Whoa! What did I say? Wow, he didn't even cover him. He was just becoming soft as well, and he was just opening up. And now what? Thorns. Oh, wow, okay. I'm happy that Daryl's finding this, but... not these guys. This is going to be the first real issue, isn't it?
Quiet.
Oh, he's learnt their ways, but this doesn't make me happy. I'm not comfortable with... And he's on the same path as Rick as well. So we are heading towards everyone literally. But it's just freaking me out.
Hi, I'm Mary. Let's get you settled and we'll make you a plate. Welcome to Terminus.
Bro, what the hell? One thing I've learned from this episode is that weird can be good. Weird doesn't necessarily mean to be bad. My first reaction to this is, why have you advertised it? And why is it so bizarre? Like, she's literally greeting them with a sausage sizzle. Sausage sizzle. For anyone that doesn't know what a sausage sizzle is, that is a sausage sizzle. Sausage sizzle is a bit of a tongue twister. Sausage sizzle. That is a New Zealand thing where, obviously, I would have a vegan sausage now, but back when I was a kid, we'd have sausage hot dog bun, and it would be like a stall. It's just like a hot dog, right? Onions, tomato sauce, mustard, but we would call it a sausage sizzle, and it would be set up outside like trade stores, hardware stores, the warehouse, big convenience stores. It would be set up random places that people would just do it for money, right? They would just have a sausage sizzle and fundraise, or yeah, that's what that is. I don't know why I need to explain that to you, but sausage sizzle. Now, I just want to make one point as well very clear before I forget. I said a little while back, it doesn't make sense to me that they're advertising this. Yes, if you're genuinely trying to help people, I get that. That is fantastic. But we have just witnessed, in the literal moment of our arrival, there is a group coming, which I do not like. Now, it is the group that Daryl is with. It's not that I hate them right now. It's not that I know that they're horrible people. But they have murdered someone for lying, actually, and they murdered someone, so yes, they are bad people. These people would not pass Rick's quiz. They would not. Yeah, so they are on their way to Terminus because of these signs, right? Because they are advertising their whereabouts. Why they're advertising their whereabouts, like I said, if it's out of the genuineness of their heart, I get it. If it's her that's done it herself, holy guacamole. Think someone like the governor, think anyone who has an incorrect motive, who even has the slightest bit more firepower than you, will come here and they will raid the crap out of your Terminus. Now, I'm not saying this place will fall as fast as the prison. It doesn't feel as secure as the prison. It's just a matter of, can they control people the way they need to? I'm not saying control as in beat people up when they lie like this other little group has. I'm talking, do they have a leader that's strong enough? Can they lead a group of people in the correct direction, similarly to what we had set up at the prison? Can we reinstall that here? The good news is, Rick, Michonne, Carl, on the way to Terminus. Maggie, Glenn, Bob, everyone else at Terminus. Carol, she's on her way, blah, 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 blah. There are people that are on their way, if not already there. We're in a situation now where we have got everyone reconvening, which is utterly fantastic. If we think of the worst case scenario of what could have happened after the prison is no one seeing each other again, everyone being separated, probably people will die and getting picked off one by one, we have got a scenario where 95% of people are going to make it to Terminus. Now, Problem one is Beth is not on the way here. What do we do about Beth? Goodness knows who she's been kidnapped by. Daryl's clearly not looking for anymore. Does it become about search party? Once we get to Terminus, do we set up some kind of, we need to go find Beth? Is there like, I don't know. How do we approach the situation now? Maggie, once she hears that Beth was alive, she's going to do everything she can to go and find her. Similarly to what happened with Glenn. And Glenn will go with her as well. I'm excited and happy that we're in a situation where we have now arrived at this new place. It seems good. I don't want to jump to the conclusion that it is good, but it seems good, and I will cling on to that for now. And I feel like we're strong enough to defend ourselves. We've got enough of us here now to defend ourselves if we need to. And it doesn't look like there's anyone else here. That's the only thing that's kind of confusing. What was I saying again? Shit, I forgot. But yeah, finding Beth is probably going to become one of the first things that we have to try and do. And then just this whole big debate about it, you know, do they go and do that? I mean, there's this whole thing about going to Washington. I still believe it's conspiracy. I do. I'm sorry, I do. So it's good. I felt this episode was very happy, you know. They had its freaky moments and it had its scary stuff, but it's nice to get a smiley episode that just makes you feel good. Every now and then you get a good old episode that comes along and slaps a smile on your face, and this is one of them. Actually, you know what? It's probably one of my favourites. So yeah, Terminus. Is it good? Is it bad? I feel like potentially it may have started as something good. I think I'm going to jump to that little conclusion. My theory is it intends to be good, but it's going to attract bad people. If we can get here, but then I don't know, because we know these people are going to cause problems. They're already the sort of people that aren't going to like being led by others. So what do? Do they oppose power? What? This place can't work properly without a leader. It can't. Without a community, without a group that fight for the same kinds of things, and without a board of people who make group decisions, not just individual ones. It cannot work without that, and I think we will try and instill that once we're here. I have my fingers crossed. But anyway, I think I need to leave that there, guys. This episode's been utterly fantastic, and it's done nothing but bring me joy this evening, and I want to leave it on a positive note. So, no more speculating. We're going to edit this and we're going to get it out to you guys as soon as humanly possible. If you enjoyed it as ever, don't forget to smash the like button and subscribe to the channel for new content every single week. And of course, follow the Instagram, Daniel with 2Ds. And as ever, don't forget to let me know down below what you thought of the episode, the reaction. Did it make you smile as much as it did me? I doubt it. That's it from me, boy, guys. As ever, this has been Dan. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.